is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic. Yeah, with Jake and Tyler.
You know what's funny about that theme song?
What?
Is when we did the first Spooktacular, Grace and I.
Yeah.
She's like, that's like the greatest theme song of all time.
Mm-hmm. No, see, the thing is, by the way, welcome to
Off panel,
Off
off
Panel,
topic.
Off Topic. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jake, and this is episode 132.
The thing that's funny is, if you go back and listen to the very first episode ever, it's actually done
Good luck, because that shit's terrible. No, I'm kidding.
in episode, and you can hear it. You can hear me do the song. Did you actually put the music on the first one, right?
Yeah. All I did was, so I found a drum beat and a guitar riff that worked with your vocals.
Yep. And chopped it up and put it together.
Yeah, and then I put it on in the podcast, and then I isolated it. So,
But
one
yeah,
of my few
the first time
proudest moments.
Oh, it's great. The
editing.
first time we ever did it, the first episode we ever did is like we got to have a theme song, and I just did it, like just
It
randomly.
really did sound like you just picked up the drums and guitar.
Right. But if you had been listening while we were doing it, I literally just sang it like a cappella kind of. And then like literally an hour later, I'm at the radio station and I'm just showing everybody like, check out the shit, dude. This shit is awesome. It's just brilliant. You know what I mean?
So now that we're done,
right here, you got to talk.
masturbating ourselves.
I like to masturbate.
Hey Tyler,
Yeah.
it's an old segment coming back.
Uh-oh. It's my fault, isn't it?
You just want to hear the song.
Yeah. I worked hard on this.
What's in my mouth? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I said, hey, what's in my mouth? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I said, hey,
Hey,
what's in my mouth?
mouth.
Dibby, 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 bop. I said, hey,
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite part.
What? Is it salty?
Yeah.
Wait.
salty or sweet?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. That's enough of that shit.
Turn it off.
So, thanks to capitalism, late-stage capitalism, we have more products than we fucking need at all. And one of the perfect examples of this is the chocolate frosted donut flavored Kit Kat. Kit Kat, we have seen do a lot of different styles of Kit Kat. And I hate to be like this for all of you, late stage capitalisters out there, but this is not good. It's not a good idea that we have so many products because we're just consuming, you know what I mean? And we're not really creating as much as we're just mashing shit up.
I'm taking the glasses off. Why you gotta do this?
What is up with the glasses?
It's their blue light glasses,
Okay,
so if I'm looking at the screen too long.
Oh,
See, you did all that stalling because you couldn't open the packaging.
No, I wasn't trying to open
You
the
take
package.
this up with Kit Kat.
Sounds good. Hey, you know what? Hey, fun fact about Kit Kats. All
You gotta break off
of
the
the
piece.
yeah. Fuckhead. What the fuck? Wow.
Whoa.
Excuse me. It must have been that bean I had for dinner. That's an old Homer Simpson bit.
I had a bowl of chili.
But it's chocolate frosted donut. Chocolate frosted donut. But interesting fun fact about Kit Kats is that all Kit Kats insides are broken up Kit Kats. Now my question to you is, and we need to ask. You don't have it turned up, dude.
fuck.
Go ahead.
Brilliant!
In my
My
opinion.
question to you is, we need to ask Mars and Company. I think it's Mars. The Hershey Company. We need to ask them, how was the first Kit Kat made? If all the insides of Kit Kats are broken up Kit Kats, how did you make that first Kit Kat to break it up and put it in the second Kit Kat? What the fuck? What kind of unholy deal with the devil did you make, Kit Kat?
Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want. Give these people air.
Okay.
You sound like right now.
So here's the chocolate frosted donut. Here's two for you. Here's
Two for me,
me.
2 for you. So it's got
Break me up a piece of that butthole.
it's got a chocolatey, like a milk chocolate
Oh, it's yeah.
brown on the top.
It looks like a chocolate frosted donut in the respect that the bottom part is like donut
tan.
and the top part is like frosting, right?
Nobody listens to this. I guarantee you
Okay.
they're just going to skip past this. What do you think, Chief?
I've broken off a piece. That's like a chocolate frosted donut. But this is a problem I have with this Kit Kat shit. And it is that, you know, they had a blueberry muffin Kit Kat. And I ate that, and it was like, holy shit, this tastes exactly like a blueberry muffin. But then, like 10 seconds after I started chewing, I'm like, this is not a blueberry muffin texture. This is waxy, and it's not good. It's like not. It's not. Have you ever had a white chocolate Kit Kat? They're not good. Why? Because white chocolate is gross.
Whoa.
Because it's unfucking natural.
Stop it.
White chocolate.
You take back the
White
slander.
chocolate.
I love
is
white chocolate.
I am aware of that, but it is unnatural.
Slander.
You have to make white chocolate. It doesn't naturally. There's no white cacao beans.
I suppose the next thing you're going to tell me that chocolate milk isn't from brown cows. Tell me full of lies. What was the middle one?
What?
Because this is very mid to me. Like, it doesn't blow me away.
Well, I think best was I'll eat your ass. Bad was boo, fuck you, and middle was nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Nice.
Go ahead and give me a boo, fuck you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Boo, fuck you. Kit Kat, stay in your fucking lane, all right? I don't know what the fuck kind of cocaine you're snorting up in the fucking corporate offices of Hershey in Hershey, Pennsylvania, but goddamn, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? I know I'm totally fucking us on our Butterfinger promotion, but I don't give a shit at this point. You're crazy. You're just absolutely batshit. And when are you guys going to listen to my ideas? Like, oh, Lay's, we're all experimental. Let's make Cool Ranch Dorito flavored Lay's. You give me some Cool Ranch Dorito flavored fucking Cheetos, all right?
Would you say you're not a fan?
You give me a Baby Ruth flavored Kit Kat.
Tyler.
You give me a Butterfinger flavored Reese's peanut butter bar.
Tyler.
That's what the fuck you give me. What?
You know what Kit Kat would say in response to what you just said?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because now, I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Dude,
So that was the Kit Kat lawyer. He just left.
Real quick, Sony. Also, yeah, those are our ratings.
Shit,
by
I
the
don't
way.
know-
That's
I
the
don't
end
know
of the
about you.
segment.
But us. What?
Sony.
It's the end of the segment. I haven't even.
What's in my mouth?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were done.
I guess.
We gave our ratings.
It's fine.
Kit Kat's gonna steal motherfucking birthdays now.
Dude, what?
Hope you're happy.
It's just horrible. Like, stop it. This late stage. I know that we fucking sound like a broken record, but it's true. It's not good. It's not healthy. We shouldn't be spending our fucking time and money on this.
But you know what,
fucking
Tyler?
crap, dude.
Tyler, I
What?
love gimmicks, so sue me.
Hey, the first person in line to buy gimmicks is motherfucking me, dude. Okay, all right, it is.
You can just say me, motherfucking me.
But it's true. I see. No. The other day I saw Munchies. They have a new packaging, and it's really flashy. Holy shit! I saw this thing and I was like, I need to buy that before I even knew what it was. I was just like, packaging. I am so.
You were immediately like,
I'll eat your ass.
I was thinking that, okay, you better get the right one ready for me. You know, the toughest one that we have.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that if that packaging was a dude, that I would want to be...
having sex with him.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
I don't think it was.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not playing it.
Okay.
Because you know what? It just
You're right.
the
I
whole
screwed
thing
up.
is.
Sloppy.
You fucking it, right?
All right. Anyway,
But
can we go move on?
I just want to say that as much as I bitch about it and complain about it, I am one of the most, like, I see toys and bright colors and I'm like, gotta have it, gotta own it, gotta pay money for it, gotta need it. And
Put it
it's
all
so
on me.
fucking bad. You know how bad it got? I bought the goddamn $85 Lego fucking X-Men set, dude.
How cool is it though?
It's cool, but it's like a $50 set, so I don't like spending $85 fucking dollars on it. But it was X-Men. Fuck you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you going to do? All right, so let's get into the news today. So, finally, by the way, this episode is going to be called Marvel Mania because it's going to be mostly just Marvel shit.
Also, I'm a Marvel shill, as anybody who's listened to
course.
the show can attest.
Those are the rules. We're going to be talking about...
I'm Marvel, he's DC, and fuck Independence.
Wow. That's not true.
As most people don't really know, I haven't talked about it in a while, but my favorite comic book of all time is Saga, and that is an Image book. So, fuck you. Why am I saying fuck you to the audience all the time?
You're an angry man.
I'm an angry, pissed off man.
Let's talk about Echo. So
Echo.
The first official Marvel Spotlight project, the 5-part miniseries Echo. We finally sat down to watch every episode, review it. All 5 episodes are available. And yeah, you kind of gave your thoughts last week because you watched the first couple episodes.
I watched like 2.5. Well, here's what's stupid is I started the next episode when I got home that night, and it started me on episode 4. And you know what happens at the end of episode 3.
Yeah.
So I somehow I somehow skipped an entire episode. So
That happened to me with Ahsoka.
Yeah, I started the end of episode 3. I saw that. Then I go into episode 4 and it's doing the recap. And like it's recapping all the shit that happened in the skating rink. And I'm like, I don't remember that. So I had to like go back an episode and I already knew what happened at the end of that episode.
That was crazy. Okay, so you kind of gave your early thoughts. I want to kind of give mine, and then we'll go back and forth with it because I want to get some things out front because there's some things that I really liked in this show, and there's some how it ends. I was kind of like, I wasn't. It has the problem. Well, I think it excels.
Did you see the end credits scene?
Yeah, but
Come on.
I want to just talk briefly before we get into that because when I want to talk about Kingpin is not a spoiler, but what I will talk about with Kingpin will be spoilers. So I'm saving that for spoiler talk.
Okay.
But I have some thoughts on how Kingpin was used in this show, and there are some things that I really, really liked.
We talked about it during
there's just
Hawkeye.
some things that
With the fucking Hawaiian shirt and shit that pissed me off during the Hawkeye series
there's just some
when they brought him back the first time.
So yeah,
I
but
agree.
overall, I think the action is well done. I think.
Watch that thing, dude.
Out of here.
Just
Dog's
move it
trying
to
to
the
eat shit. Eat my donut.
Chocolate donut
Kit
Kit
Kat. But I loved what they did with her backstory and having that setting with and being in Oklahoma and dealing with something that you don't really see much of. And I pointed this out when I was watching it with my wife. I was like, I've seen all of these actors before because there's so few Native American roles or indigenous actors that you see a lot of the same ones over and over.
Well, I told you about her dad and how he's been in a bunch of stuff that I like, and I've seen him do like all
He was
sorts
on.
of.
He was in Reservation Dogs. He's
Yeah,
the, he's
yeah.
he's the cop.
Yeah, he's in Reservation Dogs. He was in Fargo season 2, History of the World Part 2.
And he's a good actor. Don't get me
Great.
wrong.
He's great.
But it's just like.
Graham Greene has been in movies for decades.
And then
You know
s-
Graham
And then
Greene.
you see something like Prey, and you see the actors there. Like, the only other one I can think of is Amber Midthunder. Is it Amber?
Look it up. I don't know about you, but I just think it is so, knowing what I know about what this country has done to the Native Americans that were here when the white man first came and up and through today. I think it is one of the coolest things
It is Amber.
to see Amber Midthunder. I think it's one of the coolest things to see Native Americans like really turn up the pageantry and really just turn up the this is these are the old ways. And I loved the
Yeah.
music in the show that almost all of it was like in Choctaw or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my gosh, dude.
So
Again,
good.
so many things that I liked about this show. but there's just some things I just feel like it was weird and
What
out
about
of
the
place.
part where she like fucking took her foot and slammed it into Daredevil in that
Oh, yeah.
first
The
episode?
the Daredevil
did
fight
you see
scene
the
was
part that I
cool.
was talking about?
I liked it, but
Did you see the specific part?
yes, I know what you're talking about. But,
You sure?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Because I rewound it like
Don't
3
make me
times.
get. It wasn't as
rewind-
cool as you made it out to be.
Are you serious? She took her.
It was a good fight.
foot, and then she was like flang. She pulled
will
it
say-
back, and all right.
But point I was trying to
Suck.
make is what I loved about it is Daredevil is only in that one scene.
Yeah.
Where that's what it feels like to read a comic book miniseries where like some random character will come in the 1st
Mm-hmm.
issue to boost up sales, be a part of the story, integrate that character into that world.
And you know what I really
And-
liked about it is, along with that, is that
Let's just get to it.
Pizza time.
We're in spoiler territory.
what I really liked about it also is that when she met with Kingpin after that fight, and he was talking to her about like nobody's ever lasted that long, and
Yeah.
you know, it added an element of this has been going on for a while type of shit. You know, like the whole Daredevil Kingpin thing, which was cool.
Here's the thing. I think the first episode was a well done recap and also establishing her inside the MCU
I love
and
that-
a timeline
yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Daredevil and Kingpin, we don't technically know how much time has passed from that Netflix show to where they are, so you
Right.
can kind of fill in that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they do a good enough job with how they incorporate Hawkeye into this, how they incorporate Kingpin, and how they're really trying to establish this rebrand of their like street level heroes.
Yeah.
But then there's issues that I have with it where I feel like,
Well, what are they?
well, I don't want to dominate the whole conversation, but I do not like how they use Kingpin. I don't like how he's used in this, especially the ending. The ending to this show frustrates me on so many levels.
Why?
Because we're going to go back into his memories. We keep talking about how these are supposed to be grounded street level heroes, and then she literally time travels into him
Yeah, but
into
she's-
his
yeah, but
memories.
she's a mutant.
Is that what they're trying to imply?
Well,
is
she
that what
is
you
in
think?
the comics.
She's I don't know anything about the
Pretty
character.
sure she's a mutant in the comics.
I don't know.
She's-
I'll be upfront with you. I'm not offended by anything with lore or anything. I have no attachment to this character. I don't know anything about Echo. I just feel like how they were portraying this series and how it was going, I don't necessarily like the whole going back into Kingpin's memories bit. Like that drove me nuts because I was like,
Okay, fair.
it should have just ended when she shot him. Like I feel like this whole thing doesn't make any difference. Doesn't add anything to me.
Okay, so she's a human. Okay, she's just a human, but she does become the Phoenix Force in the comics. So she's just a really badass fighter in the comics. She's not a mutant.
I just feel like
If they're trying to set her up to be part of the Phoenix Force thing like that, which is not a bad idea, you can use that to set up the Phoenix Force. You can make all those women part of the Phoenix Force, or like offshoot of it,
Yeah.
maybe, and that's how she gets it.
just I feel like I think they're trying. Excuse me. I think maybe if I look at it as them trying to do like a different style Iron Fist story where it's about an ancestral power and having that like a little bit of mythical element to them, I can kind of see them going that route, but
Yeah.
like it just doesn't seem. Maybe it's because it's only 5 episodes. I just don't feel like it's earned. You know what I mean? Like narratively, you keep building it up as this gritty, violent, criminal show, and then like low-level show, and then all of a sudden she's going into this dude's memories. I feel like that's a lot. And it's the same issue I had with Moon Knight. It's the same issue I've had with a lot of these shows. There's just not enough.
Fair.
I feel like there needs to be 1 or 2 more episodes.
Okay, fair.
I don't think the 5 episode thing worked for me. I feel, and again, I feel like Kingpin, in my opinion, should have just been revealed that he's alive at the very end, and somehow like I thought her story and the thought of like the bounty on her head and the thought that Kingpin is dead this whole time would just be her fighting off because she's still taking down Kingpin cartels and shit. Like,
yeah.
I would have enjoyed that more. I feel like, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
I was pretty much a fan of all of it. I like that stuff. Just is intensely interesting to me. I was born in North Dakota and I grew up in Iowa, and I've always been very interested in Native American culture. That was one thing that really drew me to the series. That really drew me to the character.
Yeah.
I thought it was just really well done. The action sequences were really great. I do kind of agree with you. The ending was kind of like, what? But I don't know where they're gonna take her from now on. I don't know. But
I don't understand her powers.
She's just. I mean, again, I don't know. That's not from the comics, as far as I
Yeah, that's
can
different.
see.
But what I've seen online is that it is different than the comics. Again,
Yeah.
I've never read anything about it.
So I don't know, but I mean, that's a cool way of like she's an echo of like all of her past selves.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of the Bene Gesserit in the Dune series,
I just think
because they have like all of the powers of all of the women
So-
that came before them and all the wisdom and stuff. It's kind of the same thing.
I get the memories aspect, but like the
does the
power
president.
stuff, I just feel like there should have been a couple, like 1 or 2 more episodes of her kind of figuring her powers out.
Sure.
To where she just like knows how to give them power. If that's her power set, that's fine. But you kind of, I need you to establish.
Yeah, that was weird
a little
too.
bit
That was a
more.
little weird. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just give them powers. What?
Yeah. I think again, 1 more episode
Sure.
or 2 more episodes
That's
would have
fair.
helped.
It's a fair criticism.
And that's really my only that specific, and it's the same issue I've had with.
I'd say I give it about like I give it 4 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5.
No, overall, I really like this show. I think there's so many things that I really like.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I think's frustrating. I enjoyed her story and her family's story so much and all of this stuff because, like you and I were talking about, I want to see more indigenous stories. I want to see more of these people getting an opportunity to tell their stories, and to see that and have all this really cool, like, it kind of gives me it reminds me a lot of like the whole it feels a lot like Wakanda and Black Panther with like how they're tying it into like the ancestors and there's so much stuff that I like about it, and I don't think I get enough of those stories. And
I as far as like
Cody
the
Lightning is biscuits. I love biscuits.
Nahalos, not today Nahalos. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah, he was really good. I like the story in general.
I love the supporting cast so much. I just think the Kingpin stuff was like, ugh, man, I wish there was more.
Ever since you had a kid, I know that your life has changed and your outlook on things has changed, but mine has in a lot of ways. And I understand a lot more the parent-child relationship both ways. And one of the things that really stuck with me was how well acted the show was in the dramatic moments when she saw her mom again, towards the end of that, I think, first episode or whatever. It's all about human connection, and that's what life is about. That's what the meaning. All of you can stop your quest. The meaning of life is connecting with other humans. That's what it's all about. And there are people out there who think that being a loner and everything is the way to be, and that's fine. But they still deal with people on a daily basis, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always felt like the meaning of life is to have good, solid interactions with other human beings, and that's what a lot of these stories, why they're successful and why they're good, is because the writers are tapping into universal human emotions, which is loss, grief, confusion, coming of age, all that shit. It's all wrapped up into a story that is acted so well that you're like, well, these are real people and these are real things happening, and that makes you sad. And so I think that's why I really like this story more than anything, is that and why I'm a big fan of a lot of the stories coming out of the MCU lately, is that they are very much character driven and relationship driven.
And the action in this show is great. I think also I will say for the finale, it did subvert my expectations, where I feel like a lot of MCU shows, a lot of shows in general, you'd have the big action sequence, and they kind of subvert that, which was, I thought, interesting and
I like that too. They kind of made it, they kind of made it more about the powwow.
Who's the guy at the roller derby? What's his name?
Henry Blackcrow was his name in the show.
I really liked him. Yeah. I thought he was. The whole cast was really good.
Really the solid. Fucking the Kingpin. What was it? It's the Kingpin. The way he did.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great for audio. That's great for an audio podcast.
Well, why the fuck you let me do it forever?
Just gaslight me, bro. Yeah, no, big fan of this show, but I really had some issues at the end. But
did you?
Overall, where I don't feel like the ending kind of changed my perspective, like a Moon Knight or something like that. I feel like this show was pretty solid throughout, and I would agree with you. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 if I were to give it on a scale. I would recommend it. It's only 5 episodes.
Don't we have a rating scale?
I haven't used it in forever.
Well, boo, fuck you.
I guess would it be this? Well, boo, fuck you if we hate it, but if we love it, probably.
Woo yeah, woo yeah. I thought it was me going yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's
yes.
That's if we recommend it. So yeah,
I think we
both of us.
Yes.
Big old thumb up our butts. Anyway.
Big old thumb up your butts, rubbing down the highway.
All right. That's exciting, though. I'm glad that Marvel is getting back to this idea of doing some new things, especially with the Spotlight stuff.
Yeah.
And because we talked about it again briefly last week.
So now, if I remember correctly, the Guardians of the Galaxy volume or Christmas special, and then the Werewolf by Night were both Marvel special presentations.
Yes.
Okay.
And so this is the first show that has
Marvel
the Spotlight banner.
Okay. So you had a great idea.
Right. Because I'd seen an article, and I did steal one from Screen Rant because I liked it. I'm sorry. But they had an interesting article about, like, Spotlight projects, because I was doing more research on what this is. And so, yeah, Spotlight essentially is built to be something that you don't need a lot of homework and a lot of knowledge. We talked about it last week on the show. So Echo had like kind of the recap to interweave that character into the rest of the MCU, but I don't think that'll be like that for every show. We know that Wonder Man is going to be a Spotlight project. Most likely Daredevil is going to be a Spotlight project. But the idea is, yeah, you don't need a lot of homework. They're much more character-driven. I feel like
one thing about like the Echo that they did a really good, and here's where I agree with your argument for an extra episode in a lot of ways, in that the first half of the first episode was basically the recap and adding a couple of extra things. You know what I mean? It was interspersed with stuff that we've already seen. And it was a great way to introduce somebody who had never heard of the character to the character, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if you've just watched like the movies. If you've never seen I find that hard to believe that you've never seen a Marvel show. But anyway,
yeah, because I don't know, and even with this, if you're doing something new like they did with Echo, again, I don't know any different. But introducing me to all this other stuff. About
I was
the
in
character.
tears when her mom introduces her to the costume. You know how exquisite the
that's a cool costume.
The fucking the workmanship that went into that, man. Like, I follow a couple of Native American poke tattoo artists. It's traditional poke tattoos, and it's not, so instead of a needle or whatever, they take like different like shaped wood, and then they dip it, and then they poke your skin.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more. It's more traditional, whatever. But I see a lot of that stuff, and I really had such a blast. Like when they panned around that whole costume, it was like, man, that's so beautiful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you had a great idea too. What kind of ideas? What kind of other?
Yeah. So,
You explain it.
well, the way I kind of looked at it was like some of these characters have already existed in the MCU, and I want to see a new, or they've already existed in live action. And I want to see a new version of them. One of them is a continuation, but the other one I kind of got weird with it because I really liked what you were doing with your choices.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, let me dig into Marvel lore and do some, digging on
I'll
that.
tell you
But-
what I did. Yeah.
But first, I think I would like to see Ghost Rider. I think that could be
Who is the guy who's saying he wants to be Ghost Rider?
Ryan Gosling. I think Ryan Gosling.
Okay, now let me ask
which
you.
I think would be a great Danny
let
Ketch.
me ask you this: You
Sure.
think he'd make a great Danny Ketch?
Yeah, because we've already
I
seen
think
Johnny
he's-
Blaze.
I know, but I think he's old. Gosling is old enough now to be like a young Johnny Blaze, younger, and then you could kind of tweak the timeline a little bit by having Danny Ketch introduced.
Or have both of them. Ghost Riders. Just add an S. Either way,
But would you rather have regardless of which one he plays, would you rather have a Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider movie franchise, possibly, or a Marvel Spotlight show? And would he do a show? You know what I mean?
if it was Ryan Gosling, it would be a movie.
Yeah.
And I would see it because I think Gosling is one of the few like movie stars where like if he's in something, I'm like, oh, I'll watch that.
Let me. So let's back up so you
I'm
can.
not saying Tom Cruise level.
No, I know,
but-
but let's back up so we can talk about what you were thinking about for Ghost Rider in the beginning, because I totally cut you off. At the
No, I guess really all I was thinking was I really could be okay with any of them, whether it's Johnny or Danny or Robbie,
What about the old West Ghost Rider, the dude
Ooh.
dressed all in white?
or call it Ghost Riders and just do a timeline of Ghost Riders, dude. That's a Marvel Spotlight.
And
show.
you have a
Each
you
episode
have
is a
the
period
Ghost
piece.
Rider from 1 million BC riding.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Do Robbie Reyes story, do a
Rrrr.
Johnny Blaze story. Ghost Riders.
make it a cartoon.
Ghost Riders on the Storm. Riders on the Storm. Shut up, Jim.
Into this world we're thrown.
Their dog without a bone.
Vector all alone.
But I'm hyped. Kevin, just give us a shot.
Why don't you just give us a goddamn shot?
Ghost Riders. And we tell the story. Each episode is a self-contained story.
We talk about how at some point Zarathos, the original Ghost Rider demon, made a pact with Mephisto that he would be able to inhabit a host at all times, so that whenever his host died, he can just have a new body. We'll talk about how it's throughout time. And we can even tie it into the... You know what? We can even tie it into Secret Wars, because I'm already there, bro.
You know what? Write this down. We're gonna make an episode where we pitch Ghost Riders.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay.
Jot this down.
What are we writing down?
I hate you.
Dude, you know what?
All right,
the
next one.
The Foley art on this project is fucking insane.
Okay. Anyway. Will you knock it? Why? The bit is dead.
Oh, I just like clicking a pen. So
All right. So the next one I had was the continuation of John Barenthal's The Punisher.
Okay.
You
You know, I never saw the Netflix show. I watched like the first episode and I got bored.
and you know what? I think with the Spotlight, I don't think they need to marry it to miniseries. I think make a movie, make a one-shot Punisher movie for
How long was
Plus and
Werewolf
Hulu.
by Night? Like an hour?
You don't need to get rid of the special presentations because this holiday special was like an hour. Just fucking make or I would say like feature length, like a 90-minute, 2-hour movie. But like make them like I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not do like just movies. Like do one shots. You already have that name.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know?
So what else were you looking at?
The one that I really got excited about, Ghost Riders, although I think might take the cake. I was looking deep in the lore, and I was like, wait a minute. What about? I was like, oh yeah, Deathlock. Deathlock, and it is Deathlock the Demolisher.
I'm a very big fan of Deathlock.
Deathlock is actually
huge fan.
Yeah, it's a mantle. So what it is yes, it is kind of like RoboCop, and it is dead bodies that are resurrected by cybernetics, and it's just really cool. And you could now the only issue I'd have is how could you make it like I don't know if you can make it work because you have to set it in the future.
Right. Well, here's the thing.
Way in the future.
So in the comics, generally, it's regarded that Deathlock is is a product of an alternate timeline, and he generally doesn't interact too much with real Marvel continuity. Now that all changed when there was a whole thing about when Aaron was doing his run on Avengers, and I showed you how that all ended with like the one Loki or whatever, Loki 1 or whatever his name was. He was like the Prime Loki, and he was like the Prime Avenger or whatever. But that whole thing was there was a squad of Deathlocks from the future that I don't want to say Kang, but somebody from the future made a squad of Deathlocks to come back in time and like kill all these heroes. And so that was a thing, but then they realized at the end of the story that the Deathlocks were trying to protect the fortress at the end of time or whatever. I can't remember all of it, but basically what I'm saying is that generally Deathlock is not a part of the regular Marvel continuity in general, as far as I know. I don't know if they've done miniseries where he does, but
I kind of like what you
does.
said of like doing it animated. Like that would be cool. Like
That'd be,
outside of What If. Like okay, so I like What If, but I really hope that they expand animation and do other things. So something like Deathlock would be fucking rad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I would be into that.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it or if you'd want to. Again, because he's just generally not in the regular Marvel continuity, like how would you you'd be able to, obviously they can do anything, they can write it however they want, but they could somehow make it like kind of a Terminator style. A little bit.
Make him fight the Devil Slayer. I don't know. But yeah, I could dig it as Terminator.
I mean, because
he comes back to our time.
Yeah, he would have to. That's kind of how he's ever interacted with regular Marvel continuity, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I don't know every inch and speck of Marvel continuity. I know a lot of it, and certainly most of the aughts I kind of missed. And there's stuff that happened there that I don't really give a shit about. Late 90s also. But yeah, the last time, when I got into Deathlock, he was not in Marvel.
All right, Tyler, you had a couple.
A couple? Shit.
I'd say limited to one, because the one you have is, I think you guys.
Limited to one?
No, I mean, instead of, I think that should just be one. And this should be what we talk about, because I want to talk about this. You were saying...
So first, the first thing that came to my mind, my first instinct...
You can talk about both, I'm kidding.
The first thing, my instinct was Warriors 3, who got fucking jobbed in the Thor movies, dude. They got fucking jobbed.
Yeah.
All right, and you'd have to remake that, because Stevenson is dead. Ray Winston is dead, and he was... what's his name?
And Zachary Levi just maybe doing more Shazam shit. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? And then there was a guy who played Hogan. I can't remember. That was my first instinct, because I was trying to think of like a group. I was trying to think of a character or characters that is kind of beloved by fans, but not really like huge in the minds of like mainstream audiences. And that would be one for me, because you could do a Thor type of movie and whatnot, but without Thor, and you could make it more like like the old ancient like Norse
get back into like doing
shit.
The Cosmo shit.
Sure, fucking why not, dude?
The Cosmo shit was some of the best parts of the Infinity Saga.
Yeah. And then my other one is that I'm tired of waiting for some fucking director to get off his ass and make a fucking Beta Ray Bill, and I'm tired of these directors.
Or at least put him in a Thor movie.
I'm tired of these directors taking these characters and kind of making them throwaway. And one of them, again, I'll fucking say it again, Adam Warlock, you kind of threw him away.
Yeah.
You fucking definitely, who was the other character they fucking jobbed, dude? Oh, fuck, I can't remember it now. But Beta Ray Bill, I'm tired of waiting for people to fuck it up. So make it into a series. Have it that Thor meets him like in one of, have it be between Love and Thunder and are they making a fifth one?
Yeah.
Okay, so have it be between Love and Thunder and the fifth one, and have it be that, have it be somehow that Sif and Thor are on a fucking mission with whatever, and he loses Stormbreaker, and like have that be a part, like, Beta Ray Bill like saves his life.
It's gonna be him and Love and Sif.
Whatever, dude.
Dude,
But
there's your Warriors 3.
No, maybe, but no, I don't want Thor and Love involved in this story. I just want them involved to bring Stormbreaker, and then it has to be a Sif. You say
Has to
Thor
be-
so much. Thor and Thif. Sora
Gotta
and
be
Thif.
Thif of a Thor.
You gotta be Thif and Thor. I don't mean to make people have fun of people who make this.
I'm sorry. It's
So
just,
Beta Ray
why do
Bill-
you sound so creepy?
Beta Ray Bill has to be a love story with him and Sif, because that's the way it is in the comics. And if you use the
And he's such an interesting character.
dude, he's so fucking cool, man.
The whole horse thing and like.
But the way that they've made Thor in the MCU now, I don't want him involved in the Beta Ray Bill story. He has to be to give him Stormbreaker, and that's it.
I think
He saves Thor's dumbass, and then like he rewards him with Stormbreaker, because Odin's dead anyway, so he can't make a. In the comics, Odin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Odin makes it.
But
for
Odin's
him.
not around anymore. so-
because Beta Ray Bill is just one of the few characters that can.
Well,
lift
no,
Mjolnir.
they're supposed to fight to the. So Beta Ray Bill grabs the hammer, and he becomes Thor. And then when Odin gets pissed at Thor for staying on Earth too long, he calls up Thor, and it's Beta Ray Bill. So then he calls up Donald Blake too, because he's reverted to Donald Blake. That was back when.
Ugh, that's so dumb.
I'm aware. That was back when if he didn't hold it for 60 seconds, he turned back. Yeah, I know.
You gotta piss. Oh, hold on, I gotta go.
So Odin brings them both up, and he's like, "Okay, what's this?" And Beta Ray Bill tells him his story, and he was horribly disfigured by the race that he's sworn to
Yeah.
protect, because these demons are coming after him, and so he was the only one left, and everybody else is in a deep sleep above his spaceship, the Scuttlebutt. And so he says, "I won this hammer, and I'm going to use it to defend my people." And Odin's like, "No, you got to fight Thor to the death." And
Yeah.
they do, but Thor, instead of letting Thor die, he saves him. Odin rewards him with a brand new hammer
Yeah.
that gives him the powers
and
of
Thor's
Thor.
back to Thor.
And
he's
then
in
they
there.
actually all just go and fucking fuck up these demons, because it's like, fuck it, because they end up coming to Earth. They're actually from Muspelheim, and they're a big part of Surtur's deal, and that's
But
how
they-
Odin dies the first time in the comics.
And you can't really do that because you've already used Surtur.
You've already done Ragnarok in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movies, and that sucks because the Ragnarok in the comics is fucking badass. I mean, we're talking like every character in the Marvel universe got involved. It was a very quiet. What's the word?
What's your next one?
Let's just jump one. Let's go to Cloak and Dagger. They did what was it, Freeform?
Yeah.
They did a really interesting show, and I wouldn't mind bringing those two characters back, although they might be too old. I don't know how young you want to make the Cloak and Dagger characters. When they're introduced, I believe they're supposed to be between 13 and 15 years old. And, street kids that were kidnapped and then given illegal drugs for whatever reason that ended up giving them these powers. And then I don't know if they're heroin addicts, or I don't know if that is part of it or whatever, but they're definitely street level. And that would be one I think that would work in like a 6-issue or a 6. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that right now.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I'm sorry. Even I know that looked really cool, but you better not, man. You got all day.
Sorry, I was looking at porn.
All day tomorrow. But Cloak and Dagger would definitely work for like a street level. Kingpin would work, I think, just because if you really wanted to dive into that more. Although I think they got really into it really well and did it really, really well in the Daredevil Netflix series. I don't think you need to do anything with Kingpin. But that could be one if you wanted to flesh that out more. And I know Vincent D'Onofrio loves playing the character, so why the fuck not? Another one of mine was Speedball, and he was an interesting character from the New Warriors. He would be more of a comedic. His power is that he's got kinetic energy, so he really can't be like hit. If he's hit, he just bounces off of everything, and that's why he calls himself Speedball. He's not like really into coke and heroin. That's not why they call him Speedball. But that could be kind of a funny, or Slapstick is another character from Marvel Comics. These two last ones I think would be really interesting because you could go a number of different ways with them. First one is The Hand. And I got really into The Hand because of the Punisher Marvel series, the mini-series that basically wrapped up the Punisher story that just ended with, I think it was Jason Aaron, right?
Yeah.
And you could do something like an ancient, I don't know, if you wanted to, you could really just make it like, I don't know. You could do something really gothic and like Kurosawa with it, like ancient, like kind of Seven Samurai type of shit with The Hand, and make it like, you know, all in subtitled Japanese. And I mean, you could really do some crazy shit with it.
Yeah,
you
could
go
make
any
it like
number
a
of
fucking
ways,
70s like samurai movie. Like, oh yeah,
right? That could be
That'd
a
be
special
cool.
presentation, right? Feige, are you listening, motherfucker?
I would love to see the rise of The Hand.
Are you listening? Is he listening to us?
Feige?
I want to yell at him like Regis
Who am
Philbin.
I gonna send this to?
I don't know.
Give us Ghost Riders and give us
The Rise of the Hand.
Hand. The Rise of the Hand.
And here's a third one you're gonna give us, and we'll take Beta Ray Bill too.
oh, or Beta Ray. Oh,
This one I think would be really great because you could do it in a way. Did you ever watch Legion?
I only saw one episode.
But you remember the style?
I know what it. Yeah, it's like that weird, like cerebral.
So take
surreal.
that, and kind of marry it with the flashback scenes in X-Men 2. That kind of psychological kind of what's real and what's not. You don't necessarily have to have Logan in it. You
Okay.
could have
Sabretooth.
You could have Sabretooth. You could have Omega Red. You could have Cyber. You could have
What are you talking about exactly?
Weapon X.
Yes, Weapon.
The Weapon X program. Cyber is some douchebag that they introduced in the 90s.
Even call it the Weapon X program. Make it like super like.
I think you just call it Weapon X. Or no, Weapon Plus. Cuz that's what it's officially referred to in the comics. No, because they had like what's his name?
I like Weapon
Why don't you
X.
shut your mouth?
You agree with me or you shut it.
Phantom X, I believe, is like they did in X-Force. They did this really cool storyline where they went after all the Weapon X, and it was revealed that Weapon X wasn't the letter X; it was Weapon 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was really cool because they have like Weapon 11 and 12 and
Yeah.
13, and like they're all these insanely like technological like amalgamations of like Omega level mutants like designed to like, it's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. It was a really cool storyline.
I'm interested to see.
But that was where like Phantom X came from and shit. Phantom X is an interesting character.
Well, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do, with anything related to the X-Men and the mutants, because there has to be some sort of shift in where you have to somehow merge the things with the Marvels into the MCU. But that's a different conversation for a different day.
Different kind of session for a different kind of
I also
weird.
wouldn't mind an X-Force show, like an X-Force miniseries.
That would be cool, but you
But
have to
it- and
introduce the
it's-
characters first.
And here's the thing.
Hmm.
You wouldn't have to have the usual lineup. You wouldn't have to have Deadpool and Wolverine and all that.
In the original like X-Force lineup, I believe was Cable, Deadpool, Cable, Domino, Cannonball, Boom Boom, Sunspot, Shatterstar, Feral, and I think Thunderbird, which is Thunderbird 2 or 3. He was the younger brother of the dude, James Proudstar, who died in the very first original. Do you remember when the X-Men came back and they were all like, multinationals?
Yeah.
They had like, Storm and Peter from Germany or from Russia, and Nightcrawler from Germany and all that shit. James Proudstar was Thunderbird, and he died like on their very first mission. It's always been a point of contention. Yeah. But that was generally the the original lineup of X-Force when the New Mutants ended, and then X-Force #1 came out. In the Marvel Strike Force game, the lineup is Cable, Deadpool, Domino, Weapon 23, and what's her name? Teenage Time Bomb. What's her name? She's in the Deadpool movies.
Teenage Negasonic
Teenage Warhead. Yeah. So that's the X-Force lineup in the Strike Force.
Yeah,
game.
but I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy aren't really the original Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Ooh.
one.
So, by the way, X-23, not Weapon 23. I don't know what I was talking about. But you could do an original Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm talking about the one that the original one, like Vance Astro and fucking Martin X and Charlie 27. I think it's 27. And Nikki something. And Yondu. Well, Yondu you couldn't do because he's already fucked up by the MCU. Thanks, James Gunn. And who's the other guy?
Sloppy.
Yeah, Sloppy.
Sloppy toppy.
So the Guardians of the Galaxy in the very an alternate timeline of the Marvel Universe, the Badoon, a horrible reptilian race of conquerors, space conquerors. They've basically destroyed everything in the universe except for Earth, except for the solar system of Earth. By then, the entire solar system is colonized. So, like, Charlie 27 is from Jupiter. That's why he's big, so he can handle the pressure of Jupiter, which is dumb. Martin X is from Mercury, and he's all crystalline, so he can survive, which is dumb because nothing can. It's really poorly thought out by the science of the time. Okay, but the point is, all of this is that they resist when they Badoon come to destroy the solar system, and they're the last line of defense against on Earth.
Yeah.
And in the comics in the 90s, it's after they end up getting the Badoon to run away.
Badoon.
The Badoon, bay me,
right.
bay you,
Let's
Badoon.
move it on to the next topic. Tyler, are you a big She-Hulk fan?
I am a big She-Hulk fan.
Because
Lots.
you're a beta cuck. Did you know that we got a comment that called us unironically beta cucks? And it made me laugh.
On which one?
It's about lady ballers.
By the way, I love how like every one of the comments on there is, I can't wait to see it because you friggin' F words.
So, She-Hulk. So I know you're a big fan of that, and you might be upset by this.
When did being a decent human equate to sucking another man's dick?
Yikes.
I just want to know from these comments on the later ballers, like apparently they think that being a decent human means that I also suck other men's
You're very
cocks.
feminine. Jeez. All right.
Or give hand jobs to other men.
What are you doing?
Here you go.
I don't even know. She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Everybody gets mad at you, Tyler, in your wiener talk.
Wieners.
So Tatiana Maslany?
Yeah, you got it.
She was on
Tatiana Maslany.
she was on a Twitch stream for Nerd Incorrect. And she said that she doesn't think that there's going to be a season 2 of She-Hulk.
Which would be a shame.
She says, I don't think so. I think we blew our budget. And Disney was like, no thanks, which I think she's kind of joking there. It was a $220 million show, which shouldn't have been that much.
Well, I mean, half the characters are mocap.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Like half of them, half of the leads. Okay, I think the cast list was starring Tatiana Maslany. Who's what's his name? The guy in Reservoir Dogs and Abomination. What's his name? Damn it. What's
Tim
that?
Roth.
Tim Roth.
I was going to try and see if you could get it.
I couldn't.
That's Walmart.
And then Eric Bana? No.
Edward Norton.
No.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
So that's like the first 3 names, right? The first 3 names on that cast list who I can't seem to remember.
But I like the show.
Eric Bana. Eric Bana is really underrated.
He is actually.
He is
I
fucking
do like
super underrated.
Eric
He's
Bana.
so good. He's really funny too. Did you ever see that one with him and Ricky Gervais?
Don't make me. Don't make me get your ass to
Don't
the
make
boss.
me get the ass to my. But the first 3 characters are like all mocapped.
Yeah. I mean, the
That's-
first
that's
episode
gonna be-
alone, there's She-Hulk and Hulk just hulked out.
Hanging out.
All green and shit.
All green and shit.
Plus, that show probably, took quite a while to make. And I think, I do think they're going to keep.
Damn it.
I do think that we're going to keep the show around, or keep that character around, but I think she's going to be showing up maybe in a Defender show. I don't know where she'll end up, but I think she'll end up somewhere.
Yeah.
And I hope so, because I liked, we both liked the show. We both liked her.
Yeah, it was a really good show. And
Yeah.
I got to be honest, like, much like the guys who comment on the Lady Ballers episode or video and say how excited they are to watch this movie now that we've said that we don't like it. Much like that, I think my enjoyment of the show was pumped up a lot by the knowledge that all these fucking right-wing cock-blocking douchebags were fucking flipping their goddamn Nords about it, dude. What's a Nord? Their balls. Flipping their lids about it. You know? I mean, that kind of made it like the episode where she twerks with, was it Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
That was awesome, number one. But then it was even more awesome because fucking like Nerdrotic like couldn't masturbate to it or something. Is that what he didn't like it?
Attractive women twerking.
Yeah. No, he was like, I can't masturbate to the CGI or something. I don't know. You know that's what it was, because that guy is just that guy constantly.
I can't come to this.
That
CGI.
guy is constantly masturbating. You know they all are.
Oh, speaking of nerd, no, I'm just kidding. I don't want to talk about
What's
that.
the deal with masturbating this episode?
That is a bit of, I don't know, man. I feel like it is a bit of a bummer that there isn't going to be season 2, but I do feel like
you said that you think she's joking, and I agree.
yeah.
I hope so, but I also, if they weren't able to make a if they weren't able to make a second season, like I wouldn't be.
I was okay with that one season.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was a good show.
They made some kind of what is it, kind of cliffhanger things at the end,
Yeah.
like with Hulk's son and things like that. But
That
they
was
can
weird,
right?
yeah.
But it was kind of part of the show's charm, and they can also resolve those cliffhangers in other venues and other arenas and formats and shows and movies and content.
Yes. So hopefully we would see more of
Next.
She-Hulk in the future. Tyler, I want to wrap today's episode with more.
Let's wrap today's episode with more. More.
It's Marvel Mania.
Yeah.
It's Marvel Mania.
Yeah.
Marvel Mania.
More.
Hey, fucker. We're moving on. Whoa. There goes your phone, thanks to my dog.
More.
So, Madam Web is coming out here soon in February.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. I'll be right there in the theater, day one. You and me, buddy. No, we're not. We're not gonna. No.
Listen, if we didn't go see Aquaman, we're sure
There's
as hell
no
not going to see-
fucking way.
There's no fucking way that we're going to see Madam Web on opening day or any
But
other
hey,
time.
I just might because of this new promo.
Really?
That just came out from Dakota Johnson promoting her movie. You ready for this?
Sure.
So, while my character in the movie may be able to see the future, I also can. And I know what the future brings. I know that when you see Madam Web, you're going to love it. In fact, I think you're going to see it twice.
Like, unnecessarily thirsty. Like, woo.
What was the rest of that?
It was just like it was for us. It's like a TV spot for some country. I think it's the Japanese trailer, maybe.
Oh, so we're not getting that in
No,
the States?
Russian? I don't know.
It looks Russian,
there's
like
some
Russian
foreign
writing to me.
language. I don't know.
Anyway, so where is it?
Subtitles. What?
Okay.
Because I didn't even. I honestly
So,
never really looked at the
that's
subtitles.
weird.
I was just in awe of the freaking. I think you'll see it twice. I'm like, what the shit?
I can see the future. I can see your dick in
Dude.
it hard.
It
Wow, you
definitely-
can? It is. Wow.
No, I swear, I just came to see the
Video game.
swing web. Shooting ropes for sure, buddy.
Wow. You should see this place.
Why?
You're gonna need a dustbuster and a
Shit, we might see Madam Web, dude.
gonna
Just
see
because.
a dustbuster and a Swiffer
Just
sweeper.
because it looks so. No, I can't. I cannot spend money on that
You're gonna
movie.
need
I will not.
You're gonna need a broom to get in them corners.
No, because I can't support this movie.
I don't want to.
I'll watch it when it comes on streaming.
I remember when Venom came out. I don't think we were.
Put it on Tubi.
Were we doing tinfoil radio when Venom came out? I feel like we were doing podcasts when that
Yeah.
came out, and I was saying like, "This is stupid," or maybe I was doing my own podcast.
We had just
I
just started.
I remembered
doing
that I was like, nobody go see Venom. Show Sony that they can't do this. Don't go see it, and they'll get the fucking hint. You know, a couple years later, we have a fucking sequel that I go see myself in the theater.
But the Venom movies aren't that bad.
I'm okay with the Venom movies, but we've also had Morbius, which sucked.
Oof.
We have Craven coming up, which is gonna suck. We have Madam Web, which is what the fuck? Who cares? Shut up. The only successful thing they've done
I
is
think you're gonna see
Venom.
it twice, Tyler.
Oh, I fucking am now. It's like a diamond in an ice storm right now. You cut glass.
I'm half a stack.
Up. Go to half a chub and no.
Talking about pancakes, bro.
Oh, that's
what
I
are you
said.
talking about?
Sausages. So, breakfast sausages. Links.
Links of the web.
Links
Like
of the
Madam
web.
Web.
Flipping the web. Shooting ropes.
Why?
I don't know. That's what the promo seems to want, though. Video games.
swing the web.
Wow. Somebody's having some trouble with her. I can't find any napkins.
For the love of God.
Oh,
Forget we
There's-
are in
there's-
forget Ventura quicksand. We're just in quicksand, brother.
There's a sink over there. That'll work.
Yes!
Anyway. God, this show's terrible.
I'll just throw it out the window.
This show is so bad.
Pew, pew. Where's that one?
Sloppy.
No, where's that?
No, we're done. No more. We're taking away the soundboard
Quip, pew,
privileges.
pew, quip. Where's that one? Should play that one.
You just did it.
No, I want you to play it. Find it and play it. That's what I sound like.
Why are you saying it like you're dying at the end of a movie?
That's what I'm saying. Play it, please.
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
That's me standing at my window because I didn't have any napkins. What?
All right.
Pew, pew, quip.
Stop it. Please. For the love of God.
Then you get arrested.
It's a long box.
It's a long box.
Cool. Should I go?
Nice.
So I watched.
Oh, do you want me to go first?
You always go first.
I know, but I should go first.
Fine, you go first. Go.
So I don't know if I've talked about this show. I need to go back and listen to like every 132 episodes and make like a little spreadsheet of all the shit that I've talked about in my long box. Because I swear to God, I'm starting to repeat shit. And I'm going to make a promise to you, the off-panel, off-topic listener. No longer will I just grab something that I've seen a million times before or something that I like and just slap it on the end of this goddamn podcast. I owe it to you to give you something fresh. And from now on, Jake
sound like you're running for
Jake
office.
watched a movie for his long box that just came out that I was thinking about watching, but I don't like watching new stuff because I have to pay attention to it. I'm kind of a wiener like that. I like watching shit that I've watched a million times.
Oh, if you wanted to see that movie, I won't talk about it.
No. Just don't spoil anything.
I won't spoil. Oh yeah, I'll talk in
Fair.
vague terms.
But the point is that Jake takes more chances with the stuff that he watches. Like, like if I see something that interests me, I'll put it like in my queue, but I won't necessarily watch it.
You're not committing.
Right. It's like, okay, I will someday, you know? It's like a
Once.
promise ring with dudes and ladies. That ain't an engagement ring, but women are fucking eating that shit up for some fucking reason. Anyway, I'm going to make a promise to you that every week I'm going to watch something new
Okay.
that I'm not used to. And I got a buttload of stuff to watch. Okay. But until then, I might have to repeat myself again. This show...
rhymed.
one of my most wonderful and one of the most beautiful people I've ever known in my life, Kate Higgins, was ex-girlfriend of mine. She lived in Denver, and about 3 or 4 years ago, 4 years ago, she died of complications from alcoholism. And while we dated, she watched this show. And it was absolutely fabulous. And it's a BBC show that talks about, there's a lady who runs an ad agency, and there's another one who's like a model, and they're best friends, and it's Edie and I'll get to it, sorry. But they're complete fucking alcoholics, dude. They're just complete alcoholics, and they're completely all the time just drunk or snorting coke, and their lives are every day they're doing something new, like with the cream of the crop, with the elite, with, you know, parties and all this other shit. And it's just the way it's just it's just a really funny show. Now, when she was watching it, I'd be like, oh my god, this is the worst. But I've since started watching it afterwards. And so it's Adina and Patsy. And French and Saunders was a BBC team of Don French and Jennifer Saunders. Jennifer Saunders plays Adina. And they actually show up on like a lot of like 1970s, 1980s BBC shows, like The Young Ones. They were very popular, and I think they had their own show. You know the guy who does House? Hugh Laurie? He started off doing a really fucking funny show with, I can't remember his name now. But the point is that they had a sketch that they did, and it was called Mother, Mother, and Daughter. And it turned into this show that basically she's a PR person, and then her friend is a magazine fashion director. And so the show entirely revolves around these two drunk idiots trying to solve their problems the way drunks do and drug addicts do. And there's two people. Adina has a daughter who's like in college, and she's basically plays the part of the audience. Like, what the fuck is going on here half the time? And it's one of the first. A lot of people in the gay community have kind of looked at it. Patsy and Adina as kind of role models, kind of, sort of. When I was dating Kate, like that was one of the things that in that community, that was like a big show, because that's something that is that's a phrase, like it's absolutely fabulous, that is kind of associated with the community at the time. And so I started watching it, and I realized like how funny it is, because now I've been sober for a long time, and at the time when I was dating her, like I was obviously a different person, and I really appreciate it for what it is now. And when I watch it, I kind of feel like she's watching it with me, and I miss her a lot, Kate. And I just kind of wrote a song about her, so that was something. And I was trying to come up with something for Longbox, so I'm looking through my continue watching on my Hulu, and I found absolutely fabulous, which is why I said what I said at the beginning of my Longbox, which was, I'm going to make a commitment to you, the audience. Why are you looking at me like, I don't fucking care, man? I don't fucking care, man. You do whatever the fuck you want, man. I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry?
What the fuck was that all about?
I was listening.
Yeah. I suggest you watch it.
I don't know why you got so aggro at the end.
You were just like, you were petting your dog and just like looking at me like.
Sorry, I was trying to acknowledge that I was listening.
Oh. Usually that's a nod, not a shake of the head. But you still haven't eaten your donut, man.
Don't bring our off-air problems on air.
Don't
problems.
need a bucktail problems to the air, off air to the problems on the air.
Finish it! Finish it!
You told
I
me
already
about
did.
the donut.
I already finished. Oh.
So my long
I already
box
finished the song, man. I
is-
don't know.
is a Hulu original movie. The directorial debut. It's also written by Jake Johnson. You know, maybe
Yep.
from New Girl or
Uh-huh.
the Spider-Verse
Let's be
movies.
cops.
Let's Be Cops. Underrated.
Let's just be honest. Jake Johnson is one of those guys that you want to hang out with.
He plays the same character in every movie, but
he's
it
good
works
at it.
every time.
He's done a lot of cameo roles too, which
Yeah.
are really funny. But yeah,
So this is his directorial debut.
the premise looks funny as shit.
It is one of those weird high premise because he wrote this during the COVID lockdowns. So it's an interesting movie about self-reliance, an interesting movie about not loneliness and wanting to be with someone because he finds a loophole where it's like technically if you try and kill me, I if someone's always around me 24/7, you can't kill me. as
Yeah,
long as
they
I'm not
can't
alone.
attack him unless he's alone. And it sounds to me, just from reading like the description on Hulu, that it's I can imagine a lot of things where like you know, he's like at his mom's and he's like, I just, you know, or like, and she's like, you just need to be alone with your thoughts, and he's like, no, I just need to be with you, mom.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can imagine a lot of that.
Yeah.
And he's fucking hilarious. And what, Anna Kendrick's in it?
It's-
Who else is in it? There's a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. There's a couple different cameo roles, but there's just some things that I really laughed out loud at. It just some choices that were made. I thought it was an interesting movie. I think the ending has have a lot of mixed feelings about it because it's kind of a weird ending, and the whole movie is kind of. It's a comedy, but it's also playing up on these other like psychological things.
But it's a black comedy.
It is, but it's also. I don't want to spoil anything, so in case you do want to watch it,
I do wanna
I would
watch it.
recommend giving it a shot. I think it's an
I thought
interesting
about it
movie.
actually, and then I
And
thought
it's like 90 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
So even if you don't like it, it's short.
Yeah.
It's
well, I feel like I would. I like him a lot. He's good.
But apparently, the way that Jake Johnson approached the ending to this, and I'm going to talk about it vaguely without spoiling anything, he wanted the ending to be kind of ambiguous, and he like had to change it a little bit. And his opinion on it was that it's more about the journey than the ending. And I want, like, if you do watch it, I'd love to see if we can kind of talk about that.
Next week I will have my thoughts on that.
Again, it's like a 90-minute movie, so it's an easy watch. It's a
Before-
breeze. It's entertaining. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably like it.
Before we get
I
out of
recommend
here, I'd like to address something. Last night we had the caucuses. Okay. And I voiced my thoughts about who the Iowa GOP picked, and on Twitter, and I got a response that said, "Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out," because I said I'm moving out of Iowa tomorrow. I was joking. I've probably been saying that since, you know, it's a fun little liberal in joke actually.
Yeah.
I actually have known a couple people who've moved out of Iowa since Reynolds has been in office, but whatever. That's neither
Yeah.
here nor there. It was a joke, and in fact, I responded to myself saying, "Yes, I've said this before, LOL." And this guy, and his handle was Keegan Murray Enthusiast, and his profile picture was Django from the movie Django,
Yeah.
the Quentin Tarantino movie,
Django Unchained.
which is like a freed slave.
Yeah.
And Keegan Murray's a black basketball player.
Mm.
And I'm just kind of like really curious, and I want your thoughts, audience. What do you think this guy is? Do you think this guy's just really confused, or is he a libertarian, or one of those idiots or something? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going for here? You know, I mean, I just am questioning like the kind of mental gymnastics that leads somebody to choose what should kind of be an iconic like liberal hero to be your profile pic if you're You know, I'm just curious. What do you think, Jake? Just dumb?
Yeah.
Confused? Who
A
knows?
little bit.
Bot? Maybe. Share your thoughts. We'll tell you what they are next week. No, we won't. Cause
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
what's our Twitter handle? At offpan.
Don't
OPOT?
talk to us.
What's our Twitter handle?
OPOT podcast.
So go ahead, go to turn it up so you can't hear it.
Yeah, fuck them.
At OPOT podcast and tweet at us your thoughts. Who do you think?
Also go to our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
youtube.com/at
Smash subscribe
topic.
and follow.
Off panel, off topic. Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought it was really
TikTok,
funny. Some of the stuff I
off
see
panel,
is
off
like,
topic on TikTok.
what? Also, Reacher started watching that.
What are your thoughts?
It's the same thing. Like, and here's something I want to.
Oh yeah, keep telling me. What'd you think?
Why is the music getting louder?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. When you
I'm sorry.
when you think about the
I'm
level
committed
of
to the bit.
you have to have a level of disbelief. You have to be
It's
able
an
to
action
suspend
movie.
yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of people being murdered and stuff, but I will say the best part of that was he said as a Starlin Castro, he's a guy who played for the Yankees in the 70s, and a Sarah Connor. Who the fuck is Sarah Connor? How the fuck should I know? And it's Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part was good. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.